If you have one person in your party who has a Florida ID, you can actually buy annual passes for anybody.
Welcome to Autistic Tiger.
Hey everybody, Dr. Disney here. I am Tiger's dad. I just want to let you know we just bought our annual passes. Tried to buy them or find out information yesterday by calling in. And they said if we wanted to buy on the payment plan, we had to buy either online or in person at Disney Springs. And I didn't want to wait till 10 o'clock this morning at Disney Springs. So I opted for going online. However, they wouldn't tell me when they were going on sale online. They said over the phone they were going on sale at 7 a.m. But anywhere between 12:01 a.m. and 7 a.m. they were going online. So I stayed up. I even drank Monster last night about 11 o'clock. And I tried at 12:01, 12:05, 12:15, 12:30, 2:30. Finally I went to sleep. And I woke up at 5:54, and on my phone I logged in and it said, "You are in line to join the queue." It said you'll join the queue within 10 minutes. About 6:06, I did join the queue and it said it'll be a little more than an hour or more than an hour. And I thought, okay, well, how many other people got up at 5:50 in the morning to join the queue that opened at 6 a.m. And a few minutes later, it said my wait time is 3 minutes and 2-1, boom, I was in there. I didn't have to wait very long. I think it was in the queue about 6:15. And I went to make our selections for the Sorcerer Pass. And a question came up that I hadn't considered, and that is, we wanted to get Photo Pass, but only for Tiger, not for all 3 passes. But online, you only have an option to add Photo Pass or the water parks to every pass that you buy at that time. So I opted not to buy the Photo Pass at this time as part of the payment plan. And I am gonna go to the park today, add it to Tiger's pass, because I'm sure we can do that, and just pay cash, $99. So went through the whole process. They had me re-log in again, which is kind of odd, and re-verify all of our information. I had to verify my Florida ID. And what's really funny is if you have one person in your party who has a Florida ID, you can actually buy annual passes for anybody, because it's not asking to verify everybody else in your party's Florida ID. That's a little bit of a loophole, because non-Florida residents can only buy the top tier, the Incredi Pass, unless they're DVC members. Then they can get the Sorcerer Pass. They can't get the lower 2 levels at all. So find a friend in Florida who can buy the passes for you. That's something to think about. So I went through the whole process. It didn't take too long. They told me I had 10 minutes once I was into the purchase portal to make the purchase. So I was kind of worried I was going to run out of time, but evidently I didn't take too much time. Got the confirmation, so I was very happy about that. And then I went to make reservations. So I made reservations today at Magic Kingdom for Tiger, A, and myself. Now Tiger doesn't know what's happening, but what we're going to do is take him to school, and then we're going to head over to Magic Kingdom, do a bunch of recon, come back to get his IEP meeting at his school, then take him out of school. It's an early day of school anyway, and then take him to Magic Kingdom, stay at 9 p.m. and then figure out how we're going to get home at 9 p.m. because I hear it's extremely crowded, but it is Wednesday. And worst case scenarios, I'll just walk. I'll just walk from the entrance of Magic Kingdom around Glenford to Polynesian and then to the parking lot. So when we do take Tiger after school, even though we've been talking about this, he has no idea what we're doing. He has no idea that we just bought annual passes. We've been living here a year. He has no idea. We've never taken him to the parks. Every now and then we go up World Drive and We'll go see the fireworks from the car, or we'll go to the resorts and eat dinner. Or we might just park and ride the boats, ride the monorails, ride the gondolas, things like that. But this time, we're gonna go in the parks. And he knows that it hasn't happened, he knows. So when he realizes that we're actually gonna go in the parks, it's gonna be a very interesting situation. We are gonna park in the Magic Kingdom parking lot. We have never parked there ever before. And you can tell he wants us to park there. He knows what that parking lot is. So when we actually park there, we're gonna see how he reacts. And we're gonna take the ferry, which we never take the ferry. And so we're gonna see how he reacts. And as we approach Magic Kingdom, we're gonna see how he reacts. So it's gonna start clicking in him that something is very different, something is afoot. So I'm very excited for Tiger. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And then unfortunately, or no, Thursday, we already had plans to go to Epcot because we have a cast member friend that got Ratatouille ride tickets and invited us. So Tiger and his mom are going to go on the ride. I'm not going to go, but you know how I feel about that. I don't have to go on the rides. I'll go a later time when we can. I've seen it on YouTube from Paris. It's great. I'll enjoy it. But they're going to go on the ride. They're going to have a lot of fun. And then Tiger's going to get some more Ratatouille merch because he has Ratatouille merch already from Paris. I bought it off eBay. He's got this chef hat with Remy on it. And if you saw his pictures from his last birthday, he was wearing that at the Riviera Hotel. So this time we're going to get probably all kinds of merch. And he's going to love it because he loves Ratatouille. He watches it all the time. But right now he's on a major Winnie the Pooh kick. And after that, we're going to go enjoy Epcot in a way that we've never done before because we've only focused on going on the rides that we thought would interest the kids. And now we are going to do more exploring. And we're going to go on a few rides we haven't gone on before, like Mission Space. So then Friday, his mom has to work. So it's just me and Tiger after school going back to Magic Kingdom. Saturday, this is where the bonus reservations come into play. It said that we could go to Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom without using a reservation. Although we wanted to go to Animal Kingdom, I said, well, let's go over to Hollywood Studios first. Check it out until 2 o'clock, and then we can always go over to Animal Kingdom. And we don't use up our reservation. So there's about 1 day a week where you get a bonus reservation. But it's not for all 4 parks, it's only for 2. And I'm sure it's for the 2 they thought were going to have a low attendance day. So they're going to try to herd annual pass holders to those parks on those days, which is fine. I don't mind at all. And then Sunday, Tiger's mom is going to be working again, and so Tiger and I will going back to Magic Kingdom, and just me and him all day, and we'll just go have fun. And then for Monday, we thought about making an Animal Kingdom reservation, but we're going to hold off for now. So that is pretty much everything I went through. The whole process didn't take too long. I didn't have to wait in the queue for 12, 14 hours as the guys in LA had to. Their situation was different. They had no annual pass holders at the time. So they had 1 million+ people trying to sign up for annual passes on that day. And if you got through the queue really quick, you were lucky. And some people waited 12, 14 hours. So here I checked, fairly often, but I kind of got lucky at 5:54 to get in the queue and got out really quick. I think the whole thing was done by about 6:30, and that included signing the agreement and verifying my Florida ID and all that other stuff. And the only issue, I guess, right now is, do I go to Magic Kingdom right now for rope drop and make my wife take Tiger to school? Because his school starts at 9:20, so she wouldn't get over to Magic Kingdom until maybe 9:45, 10 o'clock, something like that. I don't know, should I do that? We've never done rope drop. When you got Tiger, you can't really go to rope drop. But maybe that'll change in the future. He's getting a little bit more mature. He's much more calm. He does get very anxious at times, and we do get concerned about how his demeanor will affect other people around him. So we try not to put him in situations we think will have an adverse effect on other people. I think it's really important if you have a special needs child that you do take in consideration how their demeanor will affect other people, because we do not want to adversely affect the experience that other people have when they pay a lot of money to go to Disney or to a nice restaurant, and we don't want to adversely affect their experience because they're paying for something. And we fully understand it, and we know that we want to do that too, but we have to temper our individual desire versus what's really in the best interest of everybody. So that's why we love the DAS program, because it allows us to wait virtually for the ride, and we don't have to impact people in case Tiger is having maybe a bad day. It doesn't affect other people, and he's perfectly fine to be out and experiencing all kinds of things. When we do that though, he doesn't get to experience the ride queues. So some of the ride queues are kind of special. For instance, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has a very special ride queue. We've never seen it. I think the same for Haunted Mansion. So with being able to go to the parks every day, now we can take the time on a slow day to go and experience the ride queues. And we may be spending a lot of time in the ride queue and letting people pass us up, and that'll be part of the experience. You guys are going to see Disney World in a completely different way. We are going to cover it in a way that other bloggers don't, because you're going to see it through Tiger's eyes. You're going to see Tiger do, he's going to do some things that are going to blow your mind. We have a ton of ideas. We're not just going to walk in the parks and go, look what I can do, because you can already do that. I don't need to show you what it's like to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. But you wait to see how we're going to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. It'll blow your mind. So we're gonna work on those ideas, and when we do put out the video that say includes pirates and whatnot, you'll know when you see the special thing, and that might be something that is a kind of a calling card for us. We're also going to have Tiger drawing in the parks. We're making plans for that right now. I added an umbrella to his chair. So not only does his chair have a tabletop, it's got a giant golf umbrella. It's like 6 feet across. So I don't think I'm gonna push him through the park in that chair with the umbrella on there, because I might poke out somebody's eye. But if we do stop somewhere for him to draw, he can draw in the shade, and we have a plan to minimize the disruption that it might have on other guests. We want to minimize everything. We don't want to be in the way of guests. We don't want to attract too much of attention. We're gonna follow the Disney guidelines that we were given, but we are going to do it in a way that will enable you to see what Tiger does and do it efficiently, and you're really going to like the result. We're very excited. So that's what his mother and I are going to be doing this morning, is we're going to be scouting shooting locations. This is a big deal. We have ideas, but now you got to go see, is this feasible? Because I have a lot of locations I would love to shoot at. So it's going to be a really fun day, a really exciting day. I didn't sleep that much, and I did drink Monster last night at 11 o'clock, so my brain is kind of going crazy right now. I didn't sleep too much, but I slept enough. If I have things to do, if I'm really excited about something, I don't sleep anyway. Share Tiger's social media with everybody you know. Let everybody know about Tiger, okay? He's the most important thing in our life, and hopefully he's going to be important to you too. That's all I got. Catch you later.